Hi, I'm attorney Demitrus Evans, and with me is Letty Rodriguez. We are talking about the Day of the Dead. Letty, you have a video you want to show us some of it?
Yes.
We can't hear it.
Can you hear now?
Nope.
No. Okay. So I had to take off my.
So Letty, do you want to just narrate and tell us what we're watching?
Yes, we're watching a video, an educational video on the Day of the Dead, which basically tells us where the Day of the Dead came from and how we came to start celebrating it. And how we celebrate it.
I like this picture. Do you want to just pause the video and then tell us like what we saw so far?
Yes, basically just talks about how we celebrate the Day of the Dead in Mexico. And it's showing images about people just going to the cemetery, cleaning up their loved ones' tombs, placing flowers and candles. There's also a lot of music because it's a big party, basically celebrating death. Because
but Letty, I mean, like in the US, at least from my perspective, like death is always mourned. So you just said celebrating death, so it seems like that's something that's very different. Talk to me about like why celebrating death is like why do you celebrate? And then here I only hear that it's like sad or mourning, except for, you know, after the person is already buried, then there's a big party, at least in my community. So talk to me about the difference and why that is.
Well, it celebrates this day in particular because this is the day when our deceased come to the living world. So by making the altar, because we make altars in our own homes and we place their favorite food and flowers. There's this flower called cempasúchil. It's an orange flower. It's very typical for the Day of the Dead, and that flower we like rip out the little petals and we sprinkle it all over the altar, and that flower is supposed to guide the dead back into the living world just for those 2 days.
And what days are those?
It is November 1st. November 1st is for the angels, for all the children, and November 2nd is for all the adults. So
okay, and once the people, it's the souls, right?
Yes, their souls come back.
And once they come back, then what do they do? And where is the food involved?
Yes, so it is believed that they come back to feast on the food that we leave in the altar. This is why it is celebrated, because we know that once they pass to another life, we never get to see them again. But this is like a way of us to like get together again with well, not with them, but feeling that they come back to our homes and that, oh, they were here last night, or, you know, and they feasted on what we left in the altar.
Okay, so do you have you like your personal experience with this? Have you, it almost reminded me of like Santa Claus and leaving cookies, you know, where I go downstairs and eat the cookies. Is it like that, or have you experienced anything that's really supernatural?
Well, I really haven't experienced anything that's really supernatural, but there are places in the country where they actually leave their loved ones bones and everything, and then they really believe and they see like supernatural activities, but that's in different parts of the country, because all different states celebrate it differently, and they have their own beliefs.
Well, I really appreciate you taking time. I hear your baby Abogado in the background. Anything else that you think is important? Like maybe, we're a business law firm, obviously, and we're always talking about culture and business. Anything that you want to say as we end about culture and business?
I feel that it's very important for us to learn about culture, especially being an international law firm, because well, we don't just get clients from the United States, we also get clients from all over the world, we can say. So it's very important to understand different types of cultures and how they like their different ideas. um, I think that it'll make a bigger connection between, a business relationship and also connecting you as a people.
Because when clients or people, they feel connected to you in some kind of way that they feel that they can relate or that you understand how they are, they feel better doing business with you.
Mm-hmm. And trust is always important. I don't know if you know this, but our slogan is where excellence matters, right? And
Right.
then this is one of like, I don't know, I've probably been in practice for 4 or 5 years. And one of my clients said, you know what? It really shouldn't be where excellence matters. And I said, okay, you're changing my slogan. What should it be? And they said it should be trust teal. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to change it because it's already written on everything, but I really appreciate you saying that. And so I think you're echoing that, because trust in business, especially with your law firm, is really important. So you can trust us. Thank you, Letty. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.